Imagine a world consumed by darkness, a place where the night never ends and the shadows stretch endlessly, a world where sleep, the sanctuary of the mind, is stolen away. Every night becomes a battle against the creeping dread of insomnia. This is the terrifying reality whispered in the legend of the Russian sleep experiment, an experiment that pushed the boundaries of human endurance and sanity, a tale so horrific, so chilling, it seeps into your dreams and lingers long after the lights go out. The fear becomes a constant companion, haunting your every waking moment. This is not a story for the faint of heart, it is a descent into madness, a journey through the darkest corners of the human psyche. This is a journey into the depths of human endurance, a glimpse into a world where sleep is not a comfort, but a curse. Time becomes a relentless enemy, each tick of the clock a reminder of the sleepless torment. Are you brave enough to open your eyes, to face the darkness that lies within? The chamber of sleepless shadows awaits. The year is 1940. The Soviet Union, shrouded in secrecy, becomes the stage for a macabre experiment. Deep within the walls of a hidden facility, a group of scientists embark on a chilling quest. Their subjects? 5 political prisoners, deemed expendable by the iron fist of the regime. Their goal? To conquer sleep itself. These unwitting participants are promised freedom in exchange for 30 days awake. Lured by the alluring whisper of liberty, they agree, unaware of the horrors that await them. The men are sealed inside a chamber, a tomb of wakefulness. This chamber, devoid of light and hope, becomes their world. The walls, cold and unyielding, seem to close in on them, amplifying their sense of entrapment, the air thick with anticipation and the stench of fear. Every breath they take is heavy, laden with the weight of their dread. The silence is deafening, broken only by the occasional nervous whispers. To keep them awake, a special stimulant is pumped into their prison, a gas known as Nikolaev's mixture. This gas, colorless and odorless, seeps into their lungs, forcing their bodies to remain alert, even as their minds begin to fray. At first, the prisoners seem unaffected. They try to maintain a semblance of normalcy, clinging to routines and small talk. They talk, they laugh, sharing stories of the outside world, reminiscing about better times. They cling to the hope of freedom, believing that rescue is just around the corner, that this nightmare will soon end. But as days bleed into nights, the gas begins to weave its sinister magic. The prisoners become irritable, paranoid. Their conversations turn to arguments, their laughter to cries of frustration. They claw at the walls, their nails breaking and bleeding, desperate for an escape that doesn't exist, their sanity eroding with each passing hour. The once hopeful faces now contorted in anguish, their minds unraveling. The chamber echoes with their tormented whispers, a chorus of despair, each whisper a testament to their suffering, a reminder of their grim reality. Whispers of madness. The experiment spirals into a terrifying descent into madness. The men turn on each other, their humanity devoured by the insatiable hunger for sleep. Their bodies decay, their minds fracture, their screams muffled by cold, unyielding walls. The scientists watch, horrified yet captivated, as the prisoners transform into grotesque parodies of their former selves. The chamber, once a prison of concrete and steel, becomes a brief madness. The air hangs heavy with the stench of terror and decay. The Russian sleep experiment has birthed its nightmare. Fact or fiction? The line between reality and imagination often blurs, especially when it comes to tales that send shivers down our spines. The story of the Russian sleep experiment is a chilling one, its gruesome details seared into the minds of those who dare to hear it. But is it true? This tale, which has circulated widely on the internet, describes a horrifying experiment conducted in the 1940s. Experts and skeptics remain divided. Some argue that the story is a complete fabrication, a work of fiction designed to entertain and terrify. No concrete evidence supports the experiment's existence. No declassified documents, no first-hand accounts, no scientific records. Researchers have scoured archives and databases, but the trail always goes cold. Some dismiss it as mere internet folklore, a modern myth born from the depths of online forums and creepypasta websites, a creepy tale designed to shock and disturb. It plays on our deepest fears, the idea that such inhumane experiments could be conducted in secret. Others argue that the truth, much like the experiment itself, remains shrouded in secrecy. They believe that the lack of evidence is not proof of its non-existence, but rather a sign of a well-kept secret. The lack of evidence, they claim, only deepens the mystery. Could it be that the experiment was so horrific that all traces were deliberately erased? The decision rests with you. As you ponder the details, consider the possibility that truth can sometimes be stranger than fiction. Do you believe in the chilling reality of the Russian sleep experiment? Or do you think it's a masterfully crafted story meant to haunt our dreams? Or is it just a terrifying bedtime story? A tale spun to keep us awake at night, questioning the shadows in our rooms. The answer, much like the truth, may forever remain elusive. The line between fact and fiction is often thin, and sometimes it's the mystery that keeps us intrigued. Sleep on it, if you dare. And remember, some stories are best left in the dark.